Name and address.
Bruce Spangler, 511 North Broadway. I'm privileged to be the CEO of the Volunteer Ministry Center. Mayor and council members, thank you for this opportunity to speak very briefly with you. But as we have heard, it cannot be overstated the need for permanent supportive housing in our community. It's been nearly a decade since supportive housing has been built. And right now, there's at least 53 individuals who are known by name who can use permanent supportive housing this evening. But I do want to remind us all that permanent supportive housing is not shelter. The reference as homeless housing, for me, is both a misnomer and maybe an attempt to suggest that the residents are less than or more dangerous than any other renter. Permanent supportive housing is housing, and it is permanent, as the resident pays rent while receiving a level of support that helps them because of disabling condition that probably led to a long duration of homelessness. As we know, permanent supportive housing is effective. We know that from national models. We also know it from local models. And Volunteer Ministry Center knows it personally, or collectively, I should say. Mendella Manor is now entering its 10th year of operation. The average length of tenancy in Mendella Manor is 4.6 years. Nearly 20% of the residents are the original leasees of October, I guess it'd been 2010. With the advantage of housing and with wraparound case management, 100% of the residents now are accessing case management support and engaging in some medical or oral health care. Also, 90% of the residents who report a mental health condition are receiving services relative to that condition, and 80% of our residents either gain or maintain income. A modest one, however, but still an income. I'm sure that Flanagan Lamping, as well as Helen Ross McNabb, Permanent Supportive Housing Opportunities reports similar results and outcomes. Though we are disappointed with the delay tonight, I look forward to working with the new administration and the new city council to work for a remedy for more permanent supportive housing in our community. There is no question about it, the property on East 5th is advantageous to us. It would be easy to develop, be easy to manage. So we look forward to the new administration and working with us, as we know that the need for permanent supportive housing cannot be ignored. But I want to take a personal moment to thank Mayor O'Hara for your willingness and your commitment to reducing and eliminating the experience of homelessness in our community. It's through your policies and through your advocacy that we have seen change, that I have seen change on the Broadway corridor through the years. Becky Wade and her office have been faithful, they've been diligent, effective, and compassionate in enlivening your policy, Mayor. And to this council, I express my thanks for your willingness to embrace and yes, sometimes support efforts that may not bring you accolades, but makes a huge difference in the lives of those who have huge burdens, who struggle in ways that we cannot begin to imagine. I know that as a community that we're strong enough to reduce the burden of those who struggle, wise enough to reduce the experience of homelessness or prevent its experience. And yes, my friends, and yes, my neighbors, we are capable enough to do both. Thank you.
Thank you.